Hi, Brenton Ford here from Effortless Swimming. In today's video, you're going to learn why your legs sink in freestyle and how you can fix it so that you're creating less drag and as a result of that, swimming not only easier, but faster as well. When we do video analysis in the Effortless Swimming membership for swimmers and triathletes, or when we're running freestyle clinics here in Australia, one of the first things that we look for is for the heels to be breaking the surface every couple of kicks, because this indicates a good body position, where you're horizontal in the water and you're not having to drag your legs and your feet through the water if they're sitting below the surface. So there's a couple of reasons why your legs will be sinking in freestyle. The first one and most common one is if you're lifting your head to breathe, or if you're rolling around and looking to the sky when you take a breath. Because your head weighs about 8 kilos, and when you lift that above the water, then as a result of just pure balance, your feet and legs are going to sink. So when you take a breath, you want to make sure that you're just breathing to the side and you're not lifting your forehead up above the surface. So ideally you want to have one goggle in the water, or at least part of one goggle in the water, and you don't want to lift your head all the way above the surface, because in swimming it's all about balance, and when you lift your head up, your feet are going to sink. So make sure that you keep half of your head in the water when you take that breath, and that way your feet and your legs will sit a whole lot higher. The second most common reason is if your entry and catch is pressing down on the water instead of tipping the fingertips down to press back on the water. So again, as a result of balance, if that first part of your catch is pressing down on the water with the dropped elbow, then as a result of that, just because of balance again, your feet and legs are going to sink. So we want to make sure that when we enter and extend forward, the next phase of the stroke, we want to start to tip the fingertips down to the surface, so you're starting to press back against the water and propel yourself forward instead of pushing down on the water like you can see in this video. Another reason why your legs might be sinking in freestyle is if you're holding your breath when you swim. So that can create extra buoyancy in your torso and your lungs, which can cause your feet and legs to sink down. So when you're swimming freestyle, you want to make sure that you exhale when your face is in the water. And when you go to take that breath, breathe everything out just before you get your breath. The fourth one is if you have poor posture and bad connection through your core. So when we're swimming freestyle, we want to swim tall, where your chest is out, your shoulders are back, you're drawing your belly button into your spine, and you're squeezing your bum cheeks together. And what that will do is create great connection through your core, so that you're firm through there, and it's not like you've got a wet noodle in the middle. All right, so that's one of the other reasons. The fifth reason is if you're looking forward. So if your eyes are looking directly forward, for most people that's going to cause your hips and your legs to sink down. So again, it comes down to that balance. We want to make sure that our eyes are, for most people, either looking around 45 degrees or a little bit further down. Most people it's not straight down, but just a little bit further forward of that. But if you're looking directly forward, which is the natural thing to do, that can often cause your hips and your posture to be very poor. And the last reason is if you are kicking from the knees, so you're doing like a bicycle kick, instead of keeping your legs a little bit straighter, and also if you have tight ankles where you've got poor ankle flexibility and your feet are pointing down to the ground instead of back behind you. So they're the main 6 reasons that can cause your legs to sink. If you're lifting your head to breathe, if your entry and catch is pressing down on the water instead of pressing back against it, if you're holding your breath, if you have poor posture, if your eyes are looking forward, or if you're doing a bicycle kick and you have tight ankles where you're not pointing your feet back at the end of the pool. In the Effortless Swimming membership, which is our online coaching program, we have drills and exercises to correct each of these things. So if you want to improve as a triathlete, an open water swimmer, or a pool swimmer, then I recommend going to effortlessswimming.com and joining the Effortless Swimming membership. My name is Brenton Ford, and I'll see you next week with another video or podcast.